Hey, what's up, you guys? So, I just finished watching Orange is the New Black, and I have to say, oh my god, it was amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I knew this show had been out for a while, and then I heard a lot of things about it, like that it was good. I heard a lot of good things. My mom watched it way before I did, and we actually saw the lady that plays, I don't know her name on the show, the one that plays the one with the dog. She's kind of everywhere, but the fat white lady with yeah, we saw her on the train. My mom spotted her on the J train, and I hadn't watched the show yet, so I didn't know. But I mean, I still said, "Hey, oh my god, I can't believe I'm meeting you." But we met her, and she was like, "Oh, we're shooting right now," and she was on the train, and yeah, so that was pretty cool. So then I just watched it all the past couple of days, and it's actually like an amazing show. Oh my gosh. So when it first started, I didn't know what to expect. I kind of knew what it was about. I knew Jason Biggs was in it, which is so random. But um, I liked Piper. I liked how she progressed throughout the series. Um, I can like prison. It actually doesn't seem that bad from this show. I don't know if that was supposed to come across like that, but everyone has these preconceived notions about prison life, and I didn't get that from this show. It wasn't that bad. I feel like if you don't make problems, you won't really have problems. And then they did that episode. Well, they did a lot of different like stereotypical like prison type stuff. Like they did a scared straight episode, and then they did they did that, which I thought was funny, and then they did like the race thing. But everyone's kind of, it wasn't that bad. Like if you make good friends or whatever. But I did not expect. Well, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it, then turn it here. I didn't expect Laura Prepon to be on the show, like in the prison, the same prison as her. So when that came at the end of the episode, the first episode, I was like, oh God, what is she gonna do? And I knew, like, how is she so stupid? Like, Jason Biggs, Larry, he's like so dumb. Like, how did he not think that she wasn't gonna go for Alex when he was like, oh, she wasn't the one who ratted on you? Like, obviously, she didn't have anyone else. Who was she gonna go to after that? After she found out? Like, that back, but I don't get that. They were like, weren't his parents, his dad said, like, oh, don't tell her that that she said it because it's only going to add fuel to the fire and make her more mad and she'll get in trouble. But I mean, if she knew, like, I could already see there was a bond growing there. And once he said, like, oh, she wasn't the one who ratted you out, right there, Sex in the Chapel, I was like, oh my God, that was so dumb. So anyway, but I mean, I liked the ending. I won't give it away, but I won't talk about that. But that was pretty like, whoa. And I liked how each episode had well, let's talk about the characters. Okay, let's talk about the characters. I liked how each episode talked about a different character. Well, not talked about it, you got to see how they ended up in there. And I can't pick one character that I love the best because they're all pretty good. Like, I love Sophia. I love the sister. I love Claudette. I love, what's her name? Tasty. Oh my God. I don't know. I've never been a fan of Laura Prepon or Alex on the show. I just never have been a huge fan of hers because I remember her on that '70s show, and I just never really with her. She did act like really good, but I don't know. She's not one of my favorite characters. I don't feel like there's much to that relationship. I mean, much to her character. I don't know. We already know her story. I feel like other characters have been through so much. Like, and it feels like most of them ended up in jail for shit that, like dumb stuff. Like, it wasn't anything major except for Alex with the drug. Like, all the rest of them that they did the backstories on were like just minor things, like the lady, the track star who got caught stealing. Her story was good. I liked her story. Her story is pretty good. Who got caught stealing, and then when they were running away, she like ran ahead, and then her boyfriend like snuck away, so she got caught. And then who else did they do? Oh, Claudette, who was just trying to save one of her like workers and killed the guy who like beat her, I guess. That's why she ended up in there. So she killed him. But I mean, I don't know. That was terrible what happened to that girl, but I mean, I get why she's in there. And then the drug addict yoga lady who shot a kid thinking it was a deer by accident. Like some of the stuff is just really sad how they ended up in there. Like most of them didn't do that bad of a thing, and if they did, it was for like a really good reason. Except for I call her Larissa, if you remember her from Law and Order. Her name was Larissa. She on that episode of Law and Order where she was in like that sex video with her brother, her foster brother, something like that. That's what I remember her from. But the one, Pennsatucky, the crazy religious one, she was like, her story was weird because she was like a junkie and then killed the nurse that that said, "Oh, this is your sixth time" or something like that. I was like, "Oh my god!" And then she killed her. I was like, "What? Why would you kill someone for saying some shit like that? Like, obviously you're gonna go to jail." And even her lawyer was like, "It was in the daytime. You're gonna get time. Everyone was there." Like, that was like the dumbest shit I've ever seen. But that was funny. What else? What else? What else? Um. But I mean, I like a lot of the characters. Oh my god, Daya with the guard. Okay, the guard guy is super hot, but I was like, whoa. And I knew something was gonna go on there, but I wasn't expecting the whole baby daddy shit. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this is gonna happen. But then they had a good thing where she could get out and go to her grandma's funeral or see her grandma on her deathbed, and then they could say that she had sex while she was out, and then he wouldn't get in trouble. But then they framed it on Mendez, which was like, I don't know about that. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't really care about. I mean, I care about that storyline, but it's just like overdone. Like, obviously, he had on a condom. They're gonna say it's rape. But I mean, no one's even talking about is she pregnant or not. Like she got caught with Mendez, and then the warden didn't even like say, "Oh, let's do a rape kit. Let's see if you're pregnant." No one's brought that up after she had sex with him. Like we know she's pregnant because of Bennett, not because of the guard. Like it's not even brought up at all. So I didn't get that part, but yeah. Oh, I love Red. I'm sad about the kitchen, but I'm sure the Spanish ladies are making way better food with what they can do because I know Spanish food is like the best food in the whole world. Oh my god. So I like Red. Oh, I don't know her name though. The one that drives the van for them to get for the new people when they come. And she's always planning for a wedding, and that was so mean when the other like bushy haired one was like, "Oh, you know you're not getting married. You just keep saying that he hasn't visited you since the third week you were here." That was kind of brutal, but I mean I didn't know that. But that kind of made sense. She never got a visitor from him, or she never got visited by her fiance, and then but it was good. I mean, and then Crazy Eyes with following her around. I was like, oh my god, that's creepy. And as soon as she gave the headphone to her in the movie room or whatever, they were watching the movie, I was like, oh, that's so nice. And then her hand went south. I was like, oh no, I could not believe that happened. Oh my god, I was like, I knew something had to happen. You got to make deals in prison, deals. And then Sophia that does the weaves or does everyone's hair, and she's always like, I guess in prison there's no money, so you just give things. So you're like, okay, I got this amount of money this week. What do you want from the store or whatever? And you get like a Snickers bar, and that's what she gets when she does people's hair, which is great. So you get to learn about prison life, but it honestly doesn't seem that bad from this show. Let me get fruit snack. It doesn't seem that bad. I know. Let me see. Oh, I would say that Piper, I don't know, she changed, but she didn't change that much. She was still kind of uppity, but everyone kind of liked her for it, which I would think that would get you beat up, but no. That's what sucks about Netflix shows. Now I gotta wait another whole year to see this. I also tried watching House of Cards before. I think I watched like the first 2 episodes. It's too deep for me. Like I don't understand politics. I would never get it. Like I feel like this show, if you want to watch like a good online show, this is probably really good. Like, this would be good for you because it's funny, it's real, it has good storyline, good characters, it has all of that. If you want to try like an online like show, this one's pretty good. Netflix other show, Hemlock Grove, I heard was not good. And then I heard that House of Cards was good, but I tried it. I just could not get into it. But I heard it was really good. Maybe I'll try it again, but it's just so deep. And I just can't right now. Like, I cannot with House of Cards. I want to try other shows online. Maybe Netflix is making something new. But I heard Hemlock Grove sucked. But anyway, give it a try. And I highly recommend the show. I give it like 5 out of 5 stars because I'm hooked. Any show that at the end of the episode I'm like, what the fuck's gonna happen next? This show definitely did that because every episode I was like, I have to keep watching it. And that's like the worst with online shows because you just watch them all in like a day and then you're like, damn, I have to wait a whole year. So that's how I feel now. But it was really good and I highly recommend it. Definitely try it. Try like the first episode and you won't be able to stop because at the end of the first episode you're just like, oh shit. Like, did that, what? So you have to watch it. But that's all. So I just had to share that with the world. Okay.